inadvertently opened the door on 2016 by saying President Clinton.
Let me just be clear. I had a nice long conversation with President Clinton, Bill Clinton, the other day, and he was in my head. So.
Okay, well, inadvertent as it was, it's still out there. And there's a piece today talking about Vice President, who you know very well, being intoxicated possibly by the idea of running in 2016. And the question I had is, I know you're not going to speculate on that.
Whose words were those?
The
Onion?
No. It's a very fine, supposedly, news organization that reports this. I just want to bring this up, not to speculate on it, but do you think there is anything about the Vice President's role in the second term that can or should be viewed through any sort of prism other than working for the administration, or his record so far being evaluated in the context of 2016, because you know it's going to happen?
I don't doubt it will happen. And I think the Vice President, in an interview, got this question and addressed it. And his focus, and I know this because I do know him, and I worked for him, and I've spoken to him recently. Yeah, he is focused on the job of helping this president and helping this administration achieve the goals that the president has put forward. That is his work, and he is very committed to it. I think you saw that demonstrated most recently in his exceptional effort in a very short period of time to put forward to the president the recommendations on how to reduce gun violence in this country, an effort that he led and that his staff led on the president's behalf. And that's the Vice President's focus, in his own words. And you know, I think it was when I worked for him, it was throughout the first term, it is now. And you know, I think, as he said, other considerations are for the future. He's focused on his work as Vice President, as the President's partner.
What is the better legacy, the Vice President or the Secretary of State?
I think that the legacy here that we're concerned about is how the American people are situated 4 years from now compared to how they were 4 years ago. How is the middle class faring 4 years from now compared to where they were 4 years ago? How is our economy poised 4 years from now compared to where it was 4 years ago? Is our stature around the globe enhanced 4 years from now compared to 4 years ago? Are we safer 4 years from now compared to 4 years ago? Those are issues that are not just about the president's legacy. It's for everybody who serves this president and this administration, this country at this time, and including members of Congress. And I think that members who just got here this month, freshmen in the House and the Senate, I think will have that same measuring stick. You know, they will look 4 years from now and say, did what I do in those 4 years improve the prospects of this country, help the economy grow, help the middle class, make us more secure, or not? And that's how I think the president looks at it. I know that's how Secretary of State looked at it when she, in her 4 years that are coming to an end. That's how we all look at it.
So they're tied.
That's, those kinds of assessments, I'm sure, will be made repeatedly in the future, not just with regards to those two individuals. I think, for the sake and sanity of all involved, it's worth taking a little bit of a break from presidential election year politics.